Here's the truth. You can't stop emotions from rising. Anger, fear, shame, anxiety, they all surge before you even have a choice. But what if you could rewrite them while they're happening? Psychologists call this cognitive reappraisal. It's not about suppressing what you feel. It's about changing the story midstream while the emotion is still alive in your body and flipping it into something useful. Welcome back to Mindframe. I'm Ty, and here we explore the hidden psychology and deeper patterns that shape how we think, grow, and connect. Normally, we think emotions control us. Something happens, we react, and only later, once we've cooled down, do we try to make sense of it. But neuroscience shows something different. Emotions aren't fixed, they're interpretations. The pounding in your chest before a speech? That's the same adrenaline rush as excitement. The tightness in your jaw during conflict? That's your body preparing to respond. The raw sensations are neutral. It's the meaning you attach that turns them into panic or power. When an emotion hits, it feels instant and uncontrollable, like being swept into a current. Your chest tightens, your breath shortens, your mind races. What most people don't realize is that this initial surge is chemistry, not destiny. Your body releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, flooding your system with energy to react. But here's the surprising part. Left on its own, that surge lasts about 90 seconds. After that, the wave naturally begins to recede. So why do some emotions seem to last for hours, even days? Because after the chemistry fades, your mind steps in with a story. You replay the insult, the mistake, the failure, the what if, and every time you run that loop, you restart the emotional cycle, not because the body is still firing, but because your narrative is keeping the flame alive. That's the opening. In those first 90 seconds, you're not powerless. You're standing at a fork in the road. Feed the old story, and the loop continues. Interrupt the story, and the wave dissolves. Here's the real twist. Emotions aren't fixed signals. They're raw drafts. And you hold the pen. The moment you change the meaning, the entire story shifts while it's still unfolding. Now, here's where reappraisal comes alive. Imagine you're about to step on stage. Your hands tremble, your heart pounds, your stomach flips. Most people slap the label fear on those sensations, and instantly, the experience becomes overwhelming. But pause for just a second and shift the label. This isn't fear. This is activation. This is energy fueling me to perform. Nothing in your physiology has changed, but the meaning you attach transforms the experience. Athletes call it channeling the surge. Public speakers use it to flip stage fright into presence. Even soldiers in high-stakes scenarios reframe the rush, not as panic, but as sharpened awareness. The body speaks in sensations. The mind translates them into stories. And here's the leverage. If you change the translation, you change the emotion in real time. Fear becomes fuel. Stress becomes readiness. Pressure becomes focus. Think about it. Your heart racing before a big moment could feel like panic, or it could feel like power. Same body, different story. If that flips something for you, hit like. It tells the algorithm to pass this idea on to others who need to turn fear into fuel. This isn't just for big moments. Micro reappraisals shift everyday reactions too. Your partner snaps at you. Instead of labeling it, "they don't respect me," reframe it as "they're stressed." Instead of "this ruins my day," reframe it as "this is extra thinking time, extra music time." Small shifts don't erase the emotion, they redirect it. You still feel the heat, but you aim it differently. Here's the deeper layer. Emotions are energy in motion. Anger is a surge. Fear is a tightening. Joy is an expansion. The story you attach is like the conductor directing the current. Reappraisal in real time doesn't suppress the wave. It channels it. You take the same energy and route it into a different outcome, which means the field around you shifts instantly too. People feel the difference: a calm presence instead of scattered chaos, a grounded voice instead of reactivity. And here's the power move most people never learn. Emotions aren't enemies to suppress. They're currents to redirect. The wave that could drown you can just as easily carry you forward if you steer it mid-flow. So how do you actually do it? 3 steps. Catch the signal. Notice the body cue: heart pounding, shoulders tight, heat rising. Pause the story. Choose a more empowering frame. Fear into energy, anger into clarity, shame into accountability. At first, it feels clumsy, but with repetition, your brain learns the new associations, and eventually, reappraisal becomes automatic, your default script. So, here's the thread. Emotions aren't prisons. They're raw energy waiting for interpretation. And in those first moments, when the chemistry is still live in your body, you have a choice. Attach the old story, and you repeat the loop. Attach a new one, and you rewrite the outcome in real time. So here's my challenge. The next time a surge hits you, nerves, anger, even embarrassment, pause and reframe it. Ask, what else could this mean? Then rename it. Watch how quickly the experience changes. Drop your reframe in the comments. You never know who it might help. And if this resonated, tap like so it reaches more people who need it. Subscribe to Mindframe for weekly insights into psychology, neuroscience, and the hidden levers that shape how we think, grow, and act. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring the outer reaches of your potential.